Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to my first YouTube vlog titled My Cynical Optimism Through the Eyes of a Skeptical Trans Woman. So, as you notice, I'm joined here by two special guests. These are my children, I should say. Play nice, you two. Um, this is Amanda. She is the mother. And this is Bugs Bunny. And contrary to what most people may think, having two bunnies is a big handful. I mean, I think the biggest misconception that people have is that bunnies are always furry and cute. Even though they're always furry, but not always cute, because these motherfuckers will bite the shit out of you, honey, if you give them the opportunity. And each other. Can you two play nice? One of the reasons I wanted to bring them on here is because I wanted to start. Hey, Amanda, play nice. Play nice. Okay. I wanted to have them on here to raise awareness because, as you know, we are entering the winter time, and these guys are basically a hot product. Also for their meat, but more so for their fur. And I know you've seen those ads about, those PETA ads about the fur and things of that nature. This is a whole totally different situation. This is my own thing. I want to raise awareness because of the fact that these guys don't have a chance when it comes to fighting for their own rights. So it's up for people like myself and other organizations like ASCAPA, PETA to raise awareness, so they can keep their fur. Because if you've seen one of those skinning videos, oh my God, it breaks my heart. They have to skin these guys alive. And it's not a pretty sight. It's not a pretty sight. So for some of you guys that may be familiar, Bugs here is not an albino rabbit. He is a lion head, which is sort of like a new breed of a rabbit. But she's a shady bunny. This is Amanda. She's a very shady bunny. She will bite the shit out of you if you don't watch her. But I love her. I love her. So, that is that. Okay. So, today's topic I want to raise awareness about is called The Takers. The Takers. Now, you may be wondering what I'm talking about The Takers. Well, I want to say two things here. The Takers involve two individuals, and you're going to fall into one or both of these individuals in The Takers. Now, with The Takers, you have the givers and you have the takers. And sometimes when they get together, they can be a very uncanny force. See? See what I'm saying? Hey, you know what? You two, see there? Perfect example. You are a shady rabbit. You are a shady rabbit. Wonder where she gets that from. Anyways, I'm gonna let you two play. I'm gonna let you two play, and leave you two to your own devices. And if you're good enough, then I'll give you some carrots. Okay? Oh, she will bite the. Oh, wasn't that deep. But yeah, if you are, if you do want to get some rabbits, honey, be very well aware that they will bite you at one point in time. And it's through no fault of their own, it's just a natural reaction. But yeah, don't be tempted to make rabbit stew out of them. Just be patient with them. So anyways, going back to the takers. The takers here is a very, this is something that I'm sure that every person is going to encounter in their time, in any situation in their life, where you come across a person that comes into your life and all they do is take. Take, 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 take. Never give anything back but take. They may give a little something here and there, but the majority of your relationship in the, I would say, the purpose of your relationship may be to give to this person and play enabler to this person. Because all they do is just take. And if you keep giving, they'll keep taking. So let me give you a scenario here. I had a girlfriend that I've known for quite some time. I've known her for over 12 years. And I'm not going to say her name or anything. It's probably not who you think it is. It's not Ashley or anything. But I've known this girl for over 12 years. Met her originally when I lived in Los Angeles. And I noticed earlier on that she was a taker. Because we both would work the stroll. If you don't know what the stroll is, that's the host stroll. There's a famous host stroll in Los Angeles where the girls would go and get their coins, called Santa Monica Boulevard. And I noticed earlier on that she would come to me and be like, Fox, it's been a slow night for me, girl. Do you think I could borrow a couple coins to, tie me over? Because they're going to kick me out of my hotel room. And I would give her, like, if I had it, like $50, which 9 times out of 10 I had it. Because I was racking up. I was hustling and bustling. I was that girl. So I noticed that this was an ongoing thing with her. And, it bled itself in other situations in our lives. And it went from paying for her hotel visits to years later when she got her first apartment. She was short a couple of $100 or $400 or so on the deposit, and I gave her the money for that. And then it came to the point where we would have I had a house in the valley that I used to basically do appointments at. And let's just say that she would come on a Friday with an empty purse to my house in the valley. And she would leave on a Monday with a full purse of money, thanks to me and my referrals. So she definitely benefited from the relationship. Now, when it came to me and my time of need, if I needed something from her, she wasn't so quick to basically give as quick as I was willing to give. And I saw that that was problematic. But I didn't really discover that until later on. So, the lighting in here is not that great, but you know what? We're going to work with the best of it and the best light that we can. You know what? I'm going to turn this light this way, and hopefully this will give us some more light. Okay. No, not any better. I'm still getting that shadow. So, anyways, I noticed that she kept taking and taking and taking. And she borrowed $100 from me one time. And I told her, this situation was going to be different, girl. I need my coin back. And I told her that. And she said, oh, yeah, girl, I got you. I got you, girl. I got you, girl. You know how the girls talk. And she was, time passed by. 1 month passed by, 2 months passed by, 3 months, 6 months passed by. So it was time for a bitch to come and collect. So I came at her and I was like, Miss Thing. So I was wondering if I could get that bill from you. That $100 from you that I let you borrow like 6-7 months ago or so. And this bitch had the audacity to say, Fox, girl, you're not gonna miss that coin, girl. You should let me go ahead and have that, honey. Girl, just let me go ahead and have that, honey, because you make coins all the time, girl. And I'm like, keep that coin, honey. But you know what? I kept my cool because I knew what type of person she is, and I knew that she needed that coin more than I did. But it was the principle of the matter. So I didn't get mad. I didn't, do anything of that nature. I washed my hands of giving to her at that moment in time, and I basically, I paid it. You know what I'm saying? I chopped it up as a lesson learned. So, long story short, years later comes by, and she finds herself in a situation, and she has asked me multiple times in this situation to borrow money because of the fact that she has found herself in this situation. And did I bring up the fact about that? Oh, remember that time that you didn't bring me my money back? No. I just said the most logical thing that I could have said. I said, girl, I don't have it. And that's what I'm trying to tell you people. When you are dealing with situations with takers, there comes a point in time where you have to put your foot down and say, I don't have it. Bitch, I don't have it. No, I don't have it. The buck stops here. Because what you don't realize is that you are basically enabling the scenario even more. And who knows, and you're actually doing more damage to the taker than, development. Because of the fact that how they're going to even learn to basically get things on their own and get things done on their own if you keep enabling them and, giving things to them. So you have to come to a point where you have to say, bitch, I don't have it. Stop taking from me. Especially if it's a person that just keeps taking and taking and taking. And we all have people like that in our lives that take, but give little. Because, like I said, when it's been my situation before that I've asked this particular friend for a favor that's on the level of the favors, multiple favors I've done for her within the 12-year friendship that we've had, I can probably count on one hand how many times that she's been able to do that for me. And that's sad because it's not a balanced situation. And I think that we hold on to sometimes these friendships with people that, not so much that are toxic to us, but people that are users. That's another way to put it up. Because people are users. And this goes for people in relationships. They're takers in relationships. People get married. There are takers that marry givers. Because think about it. If you're in a relationship with a taker and you're the giver, is that really love? Think about it. You're giving, you're giving, you're giving, you're giving. He's taking, and giving you nothing back. And I've been in a relationship like that too. I mean, girl, one of my last boyfriends when I lived in LA, I bought him a car. So, and the whole family got the memo because they were all had their hands out, waiting for their turn to take. So, that is the cynical part of the optimism. That's the cynical part of this scenario here. Now I'm going to break down to you about the optimism here. The optimism here is that there is light at the end of the tunnel to being in a taker-giver situation. Yes, there is. And I am here to tell you all about that. One of the things about this is that I feel like people come into our lives for seasons. Sometimes longer seasons than others. Sometimes one season. Sometimes these bitches come to our lives for like, not even a full season, bitch. Like a day. And they're gone. So, yeah. And I feel that every person that comes into your life is a learning experience. That person does value in your life, no matter how positive or negative you think that situation is, that if you can't take anything away from that situation and say to yourself, you know what, that was a fucked up situation, but you know what, I'm not going to find myself in that situation again. You know, you will probably thank the person for coming into your life to show you that fucked up situation. You know what I'm saying? So there is optimism here that you can look forward to in situations like this. I know one of my, close friends that I was friends with for years. He was a gay guy, and I picked up a lot of things from him. I actually picked up how to cruise from him. I actually learned how to take big dick from him. Not from him per se, but like he taught me like the proper procedures to do, and the douching and all that stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, I did take, and I probably took more than I gave. But I know the type of person I am. I did probably give, maybe not on the same degree or same level that he gave to me, but I tried to do my best. So sometimes, through no fault of our own, we find ourselves, if we're usually the givers, we find ourselves being the takers, and we just take. And I think one of the things about this is that you have to balance out the situation, because if you notice that you're just taking and not giving, then it's a problem. One of my good girlfriends said this in the best way possible, and I'm going to quote her. I'm going to tell her name. Well, I'm not going to tell her name because she may not appreciate that. But she said that if you keep making withdrawals from my emotional bank account, then you're going to end up overdrafting. And, baby, I'm not going to be able to reverse the charges. At some point, bitch, your ass is going to have to get the boot up out of my life. So think about it. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about takers. There's the pros and cons to takers, because it's a situation, and like I said, you can find yourself in any type of taker-giver situation, a relationship, in the work environment. It happens a lot of times in the work environment. I mean, not for nothing, but you didn't hear this from me, but a certain production company that I gave the idea of their hit reality show took my idea and ran with it. Took my ideas for events and ran with it. Take. So, that's another example, and you have to be careful about who you give your ideas to, because you don't want people to exploit them without you getting your fair due credit or fair due amount. You know what I'm saying? Because people will exploit you. They will exploit the fuck out of you and give you no type of credit, and unapologetically take from you and say, yeah, I took from that bitch. So what? She got some good ideas. So, that being said, you guys tell me what you think of the new vlog. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to try to raise issues that no one's talking about. I'm going to try to bring things to the forefront that no one's talking about. And I am going to work on my lighting. I'm going to work on basically self-improvement and things of that nature. But most importantly, with this vlog, I plan on pressing the issue and talking about the things that everyone's talking about in secret, but nobody's talking about in public. That's right, bitch. I am going to push that button, and I'm going to take it there. So, with that being said, you guys let me know what you think. Leave your comments. Like, subscribe, share. Like, subscribe, share. That easy. Until next time, this is Foxxjazell signing off with my cynical optimism in the eyes of a skeptical trans woman. Bye.